Technology is helping 911 operators here in Charleston County answer calls faster, and officials say they're working on new ideas to cut those times down even further. Molly McBride breaks down the changes you can expect when you dial 911.
By adding new automated response technology to non-emergency calls last year,
you have reached Charleston County Consolidated 911 Emergency
Charleston County Consolidated 911 Center Director Jim Lake says they've cut the number of non-emergency calls operators have taken in half, from 14,000 to just around 7,000. A change noticed by veteran 911 operator Sarah Schmink, who's been with the county for over 9 years.
Non-emergency calls have been on the downslide. We've kind of seen a decrease in those with the new automated system, so we can still get those in and still get the response that's needed, but it's a little easier to keep up with the 911 call traffic as opposed to having to balance that with the non-emergency calls.
Lake says 89% of calls are being answered in 15 seconds or less. That's compared to 80% of calls at the same time last year.
That's a pretty big jump, especially for callers who have an emergency. They want their call answered quickly.
This quicker response time has also helped them cut out a large chunk of abandoned calls, which happens when a caller hangs up before their call is answered, presumably because it wasn't answered fast enough.
Oftentimes, they're calling back a second time and a third time. So it creates a log jam in the system of calls that are unanswered, and we're trying to figure out what their emergency is.
Despite the success, new technology is on the way. They're working on setting up a system to help operators answer calls quicker during high-profile incidents, which typically generate a lot of calls for the same reason.
If you're the fourth caller and more, the system is designed to give you a message saying that if you're calling about the accident on I-26, we have that already. If you're involved in the call or you'd like to speak to a call taker, please stay on the line.
You can expect to notice this around June or July if all goes as planned. Otherwise, they'll wait until fall to avoid testing out new technology during hurricane season. Reporting for Live 5 News, I'm Molly McBride.